That explains everything. Well, since you've got the microphone, who in the heck are you? And why are you here?
Well, my name is Charlie Hodge, and I had the extreme pleasure of working with a young man that I met when he was something like 20 years old or something like that. And his name was Elvis Presley. You may have heard of him. How many of you heard of him? How many of you have been a fan for more than 20 years? Well, Joe and I were in the Army with Elvis. And I was stationed a little ways from Elvis, in a little place called Kirchgorns in Germany. But Joe was right up there in Freiburg with Elvis. And we all went to Germany by ship. We had one guy that fell overboard while we was a guy named Huey. Yeah, because I came out that morning and a bunch of guys were trying to yell at him and find him. He kept going, Huey! Huey! Joe said he was sorry that came up.
All over him.
Yeah. Now, but I'll tell you what did happen one time. Now, this don't happen to many people. But we were doing a scene out in Malibu where Elvis had to stand out in the surf, which was about up to his knee, and the plane was supposed to pull away as he and this girl were kissing each other. Live a little, love a little. What was the thing? And so Elvis come in and said, man, Jesus. Joe said, look, we can get anything. He said, that water's cold as hell. He said, get anything maybe next little board. And so they decided to go, Charlie went down to the liquor store. If it was for liquor, they sent me. They figured I was the expert. You know, so I got some peach spraying.
Can you hear him okay?
We are getting old, Charlie. That was in Palm Springs, Joe. Okay. Yeah. But he wasn't drinking that.
Like I said, we were heading to Palm Springs. But we had been down at the surf, and Elvis had been in the water, and it was cold, so we got some peach brandy and rum. I'm gonna tell it the way I remember it. My bookshelf better than it. But they got some peach brandy and just got a little pint. Or half pint, something like this, a small bottle. But Elvis liked the peach brandy. So it wasn't long till he finished off a pint. And we were getting in the car on the way down to Palm Springs. And Elvis said, hey Joe, he said, that peach brandy was pretty good. He said, when we stop at a liquor store and get some more. So they stopped at the liquor store. And Joe was trying to buy it and get out of there before a crowd started getting, because Elvis was walking around the liquor store. Looking at things. And then get out to Palm Springs. And Elvis had finished off, how much? He got smashed. Anyway, we're down in Palm Springs, and Joe goes to his bedroom, and we were all getting ready to go to bed. We had on our blue nylon pajamas, like Elvis' blue nylon pajamas, because we knew if Elvis looked good in his blue nylon pajamas, we did too. And so Joe's in his bedroom, there's a knock on the door. And he opened it, and there's Elvis standing there with both hands like against the door facing him.
He said, Joe, I'm dying. He says, Joe said, well, just relax, go back to the room and lay down and you'll be okay. He said, no, he says, call Daddy, tell him to sell Graceland, he don't need that big old place. Sell all them cars, he don't need them. And he said, well, don't worry, you just go back and lay down. He said, I'm not kidding, Joe. He said, I'm dying. Joe said, just relax, and I'll give him a call. So, a few minutes, he knocked on the door. There's Elvis again. Said, Joe, I'm dying. Joe said, don't worry. He said, just relax. And then Elvis left again, then he came back, knocks on the door, and this time, Joe opened the door. Elvis said, Joe, right down in front of him. So Joe was christened. Now, you want to tell the right story? Real fast and quick. We're doing a movie, Change of Habit, working late at night outside on location at the back lot of Universal Studios. One of the guys offered Elvis a drink of peach schnapps. He tasted, he said, that's pretty good stuff. And we all left after that to go to Palm Springs for the weekend. It was Friday night. Stopped at a liquor store. One of the guys went in and bought the peach. Charlie, he didn't know because he was smashed already. So we didn't wait for anything. So got back, drove all the way down there. Elvis was drinking along as we got there. And then, as I say, we all went to sleep. We're all worn out. Elvis came to knock at my door. Through a lot of emotions Charlie went through. As he was talking to me, he says, quick, call a doctor, I need help. I said, just a minute, I'll do it. Just as I said that, he just threw up all over me. I mean, he really did. It come out like a faucet. It was like a hose. But he felt a lot better after that. I didn't. And the only reason I know it was that movie, because there was somebody there with me in the room and it wasn't you. It was a young lady from that movie. So, anyway. That's what I remember more than anything.
Okay, well, what I remember is Elvis and I were in the back seat. We were drinking these peach schnapps.
But Elvis,
Larry, do you have a version of that?
That's how it really was.